I don't feel like guys like Mata and Taylor exist anymore. Like everybody just throws 100. Do you think we'll ever see those sub guys come back? Or was that just like a pocket of baseball history where those guys flourished?
I think with everything that's going on now, right, what the scouts are looking for and the high velo and all of this stuff, that's what they're looking for. Do I think there's still roles for those guys? Yes, right? Because you just said it, right?
Because it's such a different look, right? I mean, it's just such a different look. Yeah.
It's a different look, right? So you're facing a righty who's 94 to 98. And then you go bring in a guy like John Taylor that's throwing Submarine or Mata that's throwing from down there. You have to completely make an adjustment to everything, right? Where maybe with the guy that's 95, you're looking to get on top of fastballs up in the zone. Now you got to be looking down. Now that ball that's running two seamed in, the slider that's a frisbee that starts as a strike and ends up as a wild pitch. Brother, that's tough to hit. So at least for me as a coaching staff, I want to be able to have guys that have different looks. Right, I can bring in a little lefty that's crafty, that's going to get a bunch of lefties out, that's going to get weak contact, right? And at my level, it's different, right? But you want to be able to have guys that got different looks, different arm angles, right? Different type of pitches, right? So you're not running out there everybody that's 94, 97, but it's the same thing over the top with an over the top breaking ball, and you're working the top of the zone, right? You're not changing anything, right? You're facing three of those guys in a day. You're facing ultimately the same guy, right? So what's the difference? What adjustments do hitters need to make? You make that 8th inning, 9th inning at bat very comfortable, right? So there's still room for that. The guys need to take chances and not just be so tone deaf on velo. You got to be able to get outs, brother. And I want guys on the team that are going to get outs. And John Taylor and Jose Mata did it. Jose Mata snaked 8 wins his junior year. Right? So he doesn't get talked about much, right? And he had 8 wins. He was second on the team over Dyson. Right? He come in on a Sunday, throw the 5th through the 7th, and he got the win. Right? So again, brother, that coaching staff, what they did, they pushed all the right buttons, they made all the right moves, they recruited the right guys, and everything just kind of gelled, right? But I think baseball is starting to change a little bit. And I've spoken to some scouts down here in Miami about not just going after the guy that's 100 miles an hour, right? Maybe adding a guy that has pitchability, that's got 4 pitches, that everything moves. We faced a guy last year that was the ace now at Ole Miss, DeLucy, something like that.
Yeah.
And dude, he was at Northwest Florida last year. He was 89 to 92. He was the toughest arm we faced because he can throw the slider at any time. His fastball had 2-seam run. He had a changeup. He worked fast. That guy came down here and beat Arizona in game 1 of the regional. Right, so it says a lot about what they're doing at Ole Miss, right? Where they added a guy who's 89, 92, and he's their ace.